Right, so hi everyone. I'm just filming these the day before. Excuse me, that's a bit loud. Karmic, notice the karmic lessons in the situation. That's really interesting because I always associate Capricorn moons with Capricorn. Yeah, I've not got time to start again. Capricorn anything, and it's Capricorn moon on the day you're watching this. If you're watching it, when I put it out, with karma and karmic lessons and stuff. So it's like karmic rewards and karmic lessons and karmic slaps on the wrist and whatever, you know what I mean? But so yeah, some kind of karmic lessons are going to be coming for whoever resonates with today, um, or what any of that karmic rewards. Let's hope it's karmic rewards, especially because we're still within the full moon and Sagittarius energy, because it was the day before. It's the day that I'm filming it right now. Someone close to you sincere. So someone close to you is sincere. Just I don't know what we're going to use for the thumbnail. So right. So let's actually start with Divine Masculine Guidance. So, welcome if you're new, by the way. So the majority of my content is live. So because that is basically, with a resounding yes, what you guys seem to prefer. So I endeavour to do that. And just now I do that. It's kind of mostly like, sometimes it's like a couple of days in a row. Sometimes it'll be like on off, live one day, rest. But I go with, I have always channeled with the moon cycles. And like I say all the time, that is really unique to me. I've never seen anybody else that seems to move in that way. Yeah, it works for me. It's like, even if I wasn't doing this as a job, it's how my life seems to move. I always know where the moon is, and I channel the energy, which, like I said, it isn't actually too nice, because particularly when the moon was in Cancer just there not long ago, that was fucking horrendous for me. I felt the collective trauma of the world. So, and if you are Cancer moon, again, sending you love if you're open to it, and prayers, because I do know Cancer moons do feel the weight of the world. That's what I always say about Cancer moon 222. So again, I don't know why I'm talking about the moon here so much. Again, I do love the moon, but it's probably because it's the full moon. But again, I always think when I go on loads like that, it's like maybe because one of you is like needing to hear about my psychic astrology empowerment reading. So like I said, that I've been doing that for 10 years, and it's evolved over the last decade. And it's basically right from the start, from when I was doing that with people, it is a huge big clearing activation. All my sessions are, but that one specifically focused on your chart, and I can sit there for hours with people. And if you can't sit there as long as what I can, because I will definitely be able to do the equivalent of drinking you under the table. So don't even try me. Like, seriously, I can. Like, I'm saying that in a funny way. It's a Sagittarius full moon, I'm bantering, but I'm not joking. Like, think about people who drink people under the table. Like, I would always win, because I can sit on Zooms for so long with people. So I don't try. I don't. It's not like I've never tried to do it, but I try not to do it as much anymore, because it's like there's not a need. I heal people again. God heals people really quickly through me. Like, I just like chatting to people, but yeah, sometimes it has happened that way. So anyway, but on that one, if you can't handle it being hours and hours, I can do it over 2 sessions, but it is a bigger investment. So again, I don't always, barely ever mention that session, but someone must need to hear it. So your mind, I get so pissed knowing other people can have you. Is it toxic? Yeah, I don't care. I want the world to know your mind. So it's quite a funny card. So we've got somebody who's very passionate about you, and they don't want anyone else to have you, is what we get from that. Run away. Would you pack a bag and meet me in Hawaii? I just want to get away from the world and be alone with you. Yeah. So with your mind, and would you get away with me? Now, whether it's Hawaii or not, lucky you if it is 418. It's this person wants to get away with you for a wee romantic rendezvous, or whatever else kind of rendezvous. I'm sorry. I hate how much I've hurt you. I'm sorry for all the pain I've caused. You didn't deserve any of it. Now, that's interesting, because on the day I'm filming it, I mentioned in the wee video I just filmed, and I'll mention it in the live tonight, that I was just getting, I was getting ready for my day, because like I said, I got up really late, I was having something to eat, and I was getting ready for just to film these, and then for the live, because before you know it, it's like we're already at it. And Just Us, James Arthur, was playing through here as I was in my bedroom, and I was like, oh my god, right? Because it goes off not all the time. It goes again. The songs go off right when it's relevant to energy. It's just hilarious how, you know, God, my guides, spirit, whatever you call yours, works with me. And so, you know, that feels relevant again, you know, because the whole thing of that song, and it was one line in particular sticking out to me, and it was, like, the life I've been living is a waste of time. It's a waste of time. You know what I mean? Because it's anyway. So sometimes different lines stick out, and that's not usually the one that sticks out, but that's the one that was sticking out to me, is that, you know, the life that I've been living is a waste of time. So, you know, it feels like this is somebody having major clarity about what matters to them, and what matters to them is you, if this is your message. And I'm sure lots of other things, and they don't need any more time to heal, whoever this is, because I pulled this in reverse. Right now, I'm in a space where I need to focus on my healing, self-love. This isn't about you, it's about me. But when they were healing, it wasn't about you, it was about them. 555, big changes. As I'm saying this, it's really quite funny, but my leg is like on fire just at one bit of it, and that's like one of my healer guide signs. So I feel, yeah, like, you know what I mean, this person, they could be healing from something right now, whether it's mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, financially. They could be struggling, you know. But it's father wounds. So it could specifically be. Now, that's really interesting, because I just pulled the Divine Masculine in the wee video for the day before, so you can see that. Rise of the true gentle power, true strength, and father wounds. So I feel just specifically like this is the masculine has been healing their own divine masculine energy, whether it's got anything to do with their actual father. But just in case it has for some of you, my father's a big influence on my behaviour. Now as an adult, I have challenges with connecting to divine masculine energy within me and externally. And as I'd said in the one the day before, I actually pulled mother healing earlier today when I wasn't filming. So, you know, what that tells me is there's just so much mother and father wounds that are being healed, or healing your own feminine masculine energy in you. And it's not, it's, the thing is, I'm not going to say it's not got anything to do with your mum and dad, because there's always going to be something to do with your mum and dad, you know. But it's kind of like, because again, the point is, you could have like the best family ever, but there's always going to be something that needs healing, you know. It's like nobody's ever perfect, so it's whatever bad habits and traits and whatever, or messages you've got that aren't helpful. I just got a text, so you could be getting some kind of text. This person not only feels like you're mine, they've got very jealous feelings arising in them. I'm very jealous, I can barely stand it. Again, this just feels like all of this is propelling somebody to come forward. It's simple, really. How do I feel? I want you, us, forever. That, trust me, that's so creepy, because that is like that James Arthur song. It's just us from here on out. How do I feel? I want you, us, forever. So I use that as a thumbnail. So I think that's all from that one. Right. So what's the guidance for the feminine here, for whoever makes sense? So like I said, I'm just doing me short ones. I'll do another one for tomorrow too, probably. Because I will be live tonight. So, you know, this is so confusing. I'm live tonight as of when I'm filming it now, but I'm live tonight when I release this for Thursday. So I'm live on Thursday, the 12th it'll be, won't it? So, and like I said, that's still within the full moon energy, but it's a Capricorn moon. So we'll be doing Capricorn in the 10th house energy. And you've all got Capricorn somewhere. You've all got a 10th house: work, career, calling, karma, karmic rewards, karmic justice. And again, you know, along with Mary Magdalene and Jesus being some of my main guides, Lady Portia and Saint Germain are alongside them. And that is about justice and legal justice and stuff. So that's quite interesting I'm mentioning that, because I'd usually mention that when I'm doing Libra in the 7th house, but for some reason it's coming in now. But it's probably got something to do with, you know, being karma. So I don't know how that fits in. But free will, the path you take is up to you. So notice I was asking for the divine feminine. So divine feminine, the path you take is up to you. We've seen that this person, and this person can be for lots of different people. This is obvious, but I just always feel the need to say that. And it can, whatever genders you are and all that, like, you've got the free will. The path you choose is up to you. But I suspect if you're divine feminine, male or female on this journey, and your masculine comes to forward to you as serious as that. And again, Capricorn is also about being serious. It's about commitment. No matter, you know, how serious that actually is, it's just, the feeling is this person's serious about you. Like, they want you and they want you only, and they also don't want anyone else to have you. You have got the choice of whether you want to be with them. But like I said, if you're divine feminine, I'm sure you do want them. and you forgive them for their mistakes. But I made that sound really easy, didn't I? I'm sure it isn't that easy for the people that come forward, but we all make mistakes, yes. Again, on the twin flame journey, I have always called mistakes on the twin flame journey divine mistakes, because I don't believe in regrets. It always reminds me of the Robbie Williams song No Regrets, and I say that, but it's true, you know, you always learn. You live and you learn, and but within saying that, you know, it doesn't, just because it's, when I said that, I instantly got this feeling of, it doesn't mean, oh, if you're forgiving everyone, like they can all just come back into your life. No. And that's really interesting, because I had a specific personal message, like one for me recently, that was similar to that, you know, and it's something that I have been sensing very well. And I've always, you know, basically I'm not daft, and I kind of know that it's like, when you are doing a bit better for yourself, or you're more out there, or like, you know, say for instance, when the channel kind of really grows a bit bigger and more people know about it, people can crawl out the woodwork, you know what I mean? And it's just kind of like, again, cringe, embarrassing. Like, I would never want to be one of those people doing that, and in fact I would never be that person doing that to someone. Embarrassing. Just saying. But some people have got no shame and they do it. Do you know what I'm saying? But that's just for kind of karmic people that have betrayed you and let you down, and you're like, look, you can forgive those people, but you know what I mean? Have more self-respect and value yourself. But when it is when it is your actual twin flame that's coming back to you, it's very different, because your true twin flame is the other half of your soul. So if you're not forgiving or even hearing the other half of your soul out, there's something going on within you, you know. So sorry, that is triggering, but my saying triggering but true. 11:44, you see what I mean? So you've got to really look within, and that's what I would help you do in a session with a shadow integration. So like I said before, that's a bit where it might seem a bit unfair. Well, how come the twin flame gets a get out of jail free card but everybody else doesn't if they fuck up? You could see it like that, but it's why I always say it's the reasons for what I just explained, because it's a journey with yourself, with your twin flame. But it's a journey of boundaries overall, I think, is the main thing, and unconditional love. But along with all the lessons and the amazing, you know, it's a ride to heaven and hell. But it's why I always say, if I was given this love advice for people that weren't on the twin flame journey, my advice would be completely different. Like, you know what I mean? It's very different if you're not twin flames. But still, there's making me talking riddles. Even with your twin flame, you don't just be like, oh, that's great, I forgive you, it's all part of the spiritual journey, let's move on. It's not like that. You still need to talk about what happened, clear the air, might get a bit heated at times, you know, but might not, you might be able to avoid that. But what I would always say is, you know, my counsellor part of me, healer part of me would say is, you know, shouting and, you know, swearing and all that, that's not going to help you, is it? It's disrespecting each other. So where possible, you know, try to not go there, people. But I know some of you will be like, oh, whatever, especially on a full moon, that might be hard. But it's kind of like, you know, because that's what you'll have went through with karmic energies. So, and if you're, I feel I'm talking to twins in union here, or you're about to be, it's like, I know there are twins in union that watch me. So if it goes that rough, like that, that's where maybe you need me to come in. You know, like I have got couples therapy sessions, and I've already added those parts to the membership. And like I said, that could sit there for like 6 to 9 months to a year for all I know. All I know is I was strongly guided to just publish that, so that it's sitting there, so that you never know who might see that and be like, oh yeah, I do need that, and then away we go, kind of thing. Rather than me just not putting it up until, I don't know, the guided me to put it there. So heaven, look what I just said. Your loved ones are with you always. So I feel you've got loved ones in spirit, you know, really supporting you through whatever it is you're going through there. So, and I better go. Got to go into talking to the membership. I'm going into the membership for a prayer circle, and I'm just going to hang out with them because it's the full moon. Because I'd sort of loosely said I was going to do that every full moon. I'm going to try it anyway, because I just fit the prayer circles in when I can in there. Sometimes they're like 5 minutes, sometimes they're 10 minutes, sometimes I could be sitting there for 30 minutes, because like I said, I've always done this within all the memberships that I've had that like the last decade. So, and it just, my prayers are like kind of clear style. It's like, you know, I just do it very, very quickly. I just prayer on all levels, and then sometimes I might chuck in a card too, sometimes I don't. So anyway, you see what I do, because I do it in public too. But the reason why the prayer circle is exclusive to the membership it's because, unfortunately, I am somebody that has a lot of monitoring spirits, right? I've got a lot of people that are very jealous and envious and just snooping because of what I've said, because I had crystal clear visions on Facebook for so long. Not everybody watching here is, it's not just like, oh, I just started about twin flames and it's, you know, twin flames are going to find me. It's, you know, it could be anyone. But again, we're relatively small and the numbers aren't big enough for everyone that doesn't like me be watching, but it's just, it just keeps it sacred. Because like I said, I've always called like my prayer, like whether it's on Zoom or in Facebook lives and stuff like that and groups and stuff, like sacred prayer circles, you know. Well, to me it's like shamanic sacred prayer circles. So and it's not, it doesn't feel as sacred if it's in public, although it absolutely can be made, because, you know, yeah, my live streams in public are a sacred prayer healing circle too. But it's just that gives people the place to actually home in on what they're specifically wanting a prayer for or something, you know what I mean? So I'm sure that's self-explanatory, but just in case anyone's wondering, you want to join us. So what have we got from Mary Magdalene? Shot out. Peace. Yeah, and that's what it's about. Look at the way I was describing it. It's like, I feel like a lot of the twins that are heading towards union, or you're in union now, it's like, this is what it's about. You've went through the difficult part of the journey and you're looking for peace and grounding, the tree of life. That's really lovely. And if you've never heard me say before, I was a tree in a past life, and I'm not joking. I guide people to an old oak tree in my shamanic journeys, if you're not familiar with them. And that alarm's going off at 1804. So 1804 is union around here, because it corresponds to the Four of Wands and Tarot. And my birthday's the 18th of April, if you're new. So again, yeah, and I was just talking about union. So always I'm talking about union. You know, write your story. That card keeps coming up. So again, I feel this is, like I said, with Jupiter in Cancer and Mercury in Cancer, you know, it was exactly conjunct recently, but now it's like, you know, they're still a few degrees apart. It's like Mercury's about communication, and that includes writing and speaking and everything. And Jupiter expands, and it's about luck, opportunity, but there's no such thing as luck. It's preparation meeting opportunity. And so yeah, this message just keeps coming through. If you were needing a sign about, you know, documenting something down in a book or whatever, like I said, a blog or blah blah blah, like it keeps coming through here. And again, it doesn't actually specifically need to be about the twin flame. I feel these messages are homing in on people that maybe do, but it doesn't need to be about the actual twin flames. It's whatever you're passionate about, because my gift is helping you find yours. My wee tagline: pray always. Oh, look at that. I wondered why I picked them up. See, that's my spontaneous involuntary movement. I just picked them up. I didn't know why. So pray always. Luke 21:36. So lovely. Right, so I'll leave this one here, and yeah, see you later.